compared to
Mm,
you guys. You're
correct.
on.
Mm, nice.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Morning. Well, today Himanshu is also here, so maybe you guys can ask him some questions.
So you previously used to work in IBM, sir?
Yes, I have worked for many different companies.
Uh-huh.
I had worked for
So,
IBM for
Himanshu,
10
please
years.
continue conversation.
Okay.
Mister.
Okay, let everybody settle down. Yeah, still looks like people are joining. So, okay.
Yes. Yes, sir. Please. Sorry. Yes. Yes. One question is that whenever we are going to watch English movie, I find unable to understand that time. Uh, First time. So what to do, sir, or understanding that movie, what the language, what the conversation between them, between actress and actress going on. So how can
Okay.
understand?
All right. I can answer this question. Let me just share a screen. I just sent an email to Pankaj. I don't know if he received that one or maybe he didn't check it yet because just I sent it few seconds back. I just shared another movie for the discussion. So let me see, where do I go? How to share my screen? Go to full screen, I guess. That's what I have to do. Let's see here. Setting turn on. Okay. Present now. And then it says window tab your entire screen. What I'm supposed to do? Hmm? Okay. And then this is the tab I want to open. Let's see here. Uh, okay, send. I think I did this. Okay, so now I go back here. Share. Okay, do you see anything?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I just sent you this one, and let me open that email, and then we'll discuss his question. Okay, so just to give you a little what it is here, normally I take class. The reason I pick this time is that uh, I am retired now, so I'm trying to learn in my retirement Sanskrit class. And luckily, we have a very good Advait Vedant center nearby, and luckily they just started a grammar class. So I'm taking on Tuesday my time 6 to 7:30 grammar class, and that is why I said that like at 7:30 you guys join. So my time is 7:30 to 8:30 with you guys on Tuesdays. That's what I have planned to do. Okay, so I have attached here a couple of YouTube videos from that class. So there are a lot Americans as well as the teacher is an Indian teacher right now teaching. You can get some idea about the conversation there. These are the two are from that class videos. So you can see it. And previously I have also shared their website, the temple or center's website. This is called Ars Both Center, and you can Google it, and you can. There are so much information there. Our Acharya is an American. He used to be engineer too, long time back in 60s. He was that was the time when he says that he was a hippie. He used to have all the things which people were doing in 60s. And then that was the time when a lot of Indian gurus started coming to this country, and then he slowly got interested in it, and then he went for like 14 years in India and learned Vedant from a guru in ashram, and now he's very fluent in Sanskrit. He teaches Sanskrit classes and Advait Vedantas and all that. You can see his videos also. So that's the first part that will give you, if you hear him how the Americans speak, you can listen his lecture on Gita or whatever. You just have to go there. But to discuss his question about the movie, I have today sent here this movie, and we'll discuss it right now. It's called Movie Taste. It was written by Thomas Hardy, a British novelist. And the reason I picked this movie is that uh, it is exactly like what India is right now in. It is just the beginning of the heavy industrialization in India. Same thing. Imagine the British that steam engine had just started coming into use, and you'll see in this movie that there is only one time you will see the train which is carrying milk and some passenger with a steam engine. And other than that, it is a rural background story, and they use like tanga for the travel. That was the vehicle or horses. And British society was very orthodox at that time. And just like, for example, even now in our country, if a unmarried girl has a child for whatever reason, society doesn't accept it. Same thing you will see in this movie, in this story, that she becomes pregnant because she was raped in the story. You will when you see it, and it was not acceptable. After that, she goes to church for their baptization. Church doesn't allow that to happen, so she baptizes the kid, a little boy, at her home. Once that child doesn't survive, so then she goes to church to get a burial for him in the proper way, as a Christian way. Again, she is refused. Same thing you will see about the marriage laws. The story goes, this is a story of one girl with two men. It revolves around that. A simple girl goes from her home to a distant relative, hoping to get a job and help the family. And then that's where she, distant relative, you know, she get raped there by one of her distant relative, one guy. And then later on, the guy realizes that no, she has done wrong. He wants to fix it. He wants to marry. In the meantime, she has gone to another place, and she had got married, but she didn't disclose the whole information. And so once her husband, legal husband, knows about her past, he becomes kind of very uh, unhappy, and his love kind of whatever love he has for her all becomes like a wash. And so the story evolves and moves in between these three people, two men and one girl, Taze. It's very interesting story. So I have given you the link, but talking about here is, let me see if I can open this. This is the Hindi version of that. So I suggest, okay. Okay, so point I'm trying to make is that first you, this is very short, like few minutes video. How many minutes? 10 minutes. You can get the story's idea in Hindi, and then I have given you a whole novel. If you want to listen, you can turn it on in the evening or whenever you have time, or put it in the car while you are driving, and you can listen chapter by chapter while you are driving. So this is like 12 hours listening if you want to do that. So that's another thing. And third thing is that watch the movie. So I would suggest that after reading, listening this Hindi version, which is only 10 minutes, give you idea about the story. Then once you start watching the movie, you will understand it. And then I gave you some background about the British custom of that time, that also you can relate, and you can do some research on the net about the environment and culture and all that, and you can enjoy it, and that's how you learn. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Yes, sir. That's very, very good, sir. Please share the link. I will enjoy that movie, and I can learn also English language through this movie. So,
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then also I had previously sent you the link for Arts Bodhi Center. You can share that link too. Okay. That's all I have for this, answering your this question.
yes, sir.
Now I
Thank you.
can answer.
Uh, I I will say, means already Amarnath sir covered everything, and I would like to add only one thing. Although you think you know Hindi, and if you read the Hindi book once, you feel you understand that. But when you read twice, thrice, and fourth time, then you will realize actually you understand that story very well. Similar thing is happening in English language as well. When you listen English, you feel you don't understand because you don't able to get the gesture of action. But when you will watch that movie twice, thrice, little bit slowly, you will automatically starting capturing and understanding that moment. So it's all about practice, and it takes some time.
Very true.
Yeah, regardless of if you don't understand first time, that's why I last session I said watch those movies which you like a lot. Like if you like
Yeah.
action, watch action movie. If
Yeah.
you like comedy, watch comedy. At least if you don't understand, at least you will see the pictures and action. So that will influence. And once you start, because how we learn language in our own house, we started seeing, okay, what mom is calling, okay, this square box is box, that one is a truck, and this one is a bus. And then we ask them, okay, why we call this one is a bus and this one is a truck? So similarly things will happen. If you like any movie,
Do it.
just keep watching 3 to 4 times. I'm damn sure after 4 time you will understand 30% of that movie. and that would be the good start of understanding English language. English language is far easier than Hindi, I will say. But yeah, it's just interest to stay on that focused. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, good morning, all of you.
Good morning, Prem.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
So,
sir.
really, sir, good morning, Himanshu, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all the informative details. Very helpful, sir. Recently, sir, I also trying to watch one series, kind of Friends.
Hmm.
So, initially, I also worried about various cultural thing, happening things, but I also feel that somehow I'm really, understanding that kind of fun involved in that series, kind of Friends. So really very
Yes.
helpful.
And there's a one web series which is an old one, and the part one is fantastic. That's based on the pre break. Let me recall that one. Prison Break, I guess.
Let me unshare so that you can
Let
share.
me Prison Break web series story. Yeah, it's on Netflix also. Let me see Netflix.
You can share if you like, Himanshu.
I will. I guess I will not able to share because I have phone. Okay, let me.
Okay.
I'm logged in on a phone, but let me
Okay.
see if I can share screen. Yes, and if it will allow to share. No, it don't allow sharing on phone. Yeah, I will ping you the name. It is available on Netflix, and I think it is also available on YouTube. Okay. So that's a movie based on two brother. One brother went to prison due to some reason. I will not open the story behind that. And another brother went inside, tried to take him out. So that whole story is based on that. And it's very, very interesting. You might not understand the English, but you will start understanding the gesture and action. And that will keep you tight with that moment. And I guess that will help you because I feel that that movie has more. It speak more with the action rather than words. So it would be helpful to understand that movie, and that movie will. There's a five series, I guess. One series would be sufficient to understand the foreign language accent, how they speak, why they say going to Ghana, and all those. Why means they start using some sort uh, language words. We used to say going, like, but they will say Ghana and all those things. So that's a very good movie. Prison Break, yes, Prison Break.
Prison Break. That's the name of the movie. Prison Break.
It's a
Maybe.
Netflix series, I guess. It's a series,
Oh, okay.
but very fantastic. Two brother story, and the part one was awesome. So yeah, I can see this is on Wikipedia as well. I think it's released in year 2008 and 9, sometimes 2003.
Hmm.
But the movie is fantastic. Means that movie has more. It is say speak more towards the action. You will see how he's planning to break the jail. We Indian are very good in finding the jugaad. So you will see all the jugaad in this movie. His brother is going to apply in order to take his brother out, and how he's going to fool the inspector or uh, prison manager and all those. That's makes you very much. You will be get bind with that, and you will feel okay. You are in India and you are. I think it will be helpful. I don't have a I don't have a real word to express that, but I guess you will like it. Try out.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it is also available on YouTube. So you guys can check it out. Prison Break. Season 1 to 5 series collection. Maybe it may not be the whole thing, but since it is Netflix, but they might have piecewise their stories. Mm,
The series one is fantastic
yeah,
because I can recall my days. I used to live in India, and at that time I was in college and I was also struggling how to speak, how to. And at that time, I will tell you, I will not. I might not able to understand the English very well at that point of time, but that time I was only able to understand one web series which is called a Prison Break. So I can highly recommend this,
yeah,
uh, and I think it's a good one.
So Himanshu sir,
Yes.
my one question for you, like when you initially starting to watch any web series for understanding your English or improving your English. So is it mandatory to subtitle also you can see for your learning, or while watching you need to understand first subtitle and know that how you're how they can express any feeling to others. So it is mandatory to watch a movie with subtitles. Huh?
No, if you ask my opinion on that, I will say don't watch with subtitle. Just focus on the action and how he speak. So you
Okay.
might notice that the way the Amarnaths are speaking and the way I am speaking, there is a difference,
Right, right,
huge
right, right,
difference. Correct?
right.
You might able to notice that. So from my point of view, you don't need a subtitle. You just need to focus what he's trying to say. If you try to put your focus on two place, uh, it would be not better
yeah.
outcomes.
Attention will be divided,
Yeah.
and then most likely it will be in English anyway. So you are trying to learn the phonetics sound, uh, because basic English you guys all know. It's all that you the missing part is we all have a struggle. Don't think that I told you the story that when I was in the high school I used to listen to BBC London and I would never understand what's going on in the news. BBC
Okay.
News. All I would say, this is BBC. Their pronunciation was so different, and then we all have gone through. Most of us have not gone through the convent school, coming from the state where we don't even have that one. I don't know how is the situation now. So it's a struggle, but you know. Good thing is that basic structure you already have. All you have to do is that uh, practice. This is a very good endeavor you all have done. So thank you for starting this club and bring more people in it. The more is better. There is, and then keep doing it. I mean, it is for fun, uh, and we can give you our perspective from different countries. Like at least now you have from U.S. and Canada. We need to find some people from London too, Australia. I mean, there are a lot of Mythils everywhere. There is not
Yes.
a single country. So get the people from different places in this one, and uh, and that's how we talk. We help each other. And another thing is that uh, you have to also speak. So basically, it seems that right now, to begin with, right now, we are talking more, myself and Himanshu, but actually, you guys have to talk more. Gradually, the field will be yours to play. So, from your profession, whatever you want to talk about, and then we can have conversation on where you get to speak a lot, and your fear factor. We all have fear factor, so that is gradually more you speak, more you talk, your fear will start kind of disappearing.
True, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Tell
good
us
morning.
about your
Yes,
introduction,
yes,
like a little
yes,
bit,
yes.
who you are. Yeah.
Oh, good morning, everybody. I am Suresh Sagar. I am from Kerala. I am living in Kerala. My profession is photography. I have been practicing English for 6 months. I want to improve my English because attending these groups also. Thank you.
Very nice. Actually,
Okay.
people from Kerala, they go and improve the English of whole India. You know
Yes,
that.
yes.
Especially the most of us, we come from Bihar, and basically all the new schools, you will see the teachers coming from Kerala,
Oh,
and a lot of teachers in Bihar from Kerala teaching
ye-
English in convent schools.
yes, yes, yes. You are correct.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. So it's very good.
nowadays, Kerala students are going abroad for study or
Yes,
work purpose.
yes, yes. Yeah,
Nowadays,
Kerala is. Yeah, you guys are ahead of Bengal and Kerala. Used to be always like on the forefront of anything. Like, so
oh, very nice, sir.
yeah, of course you have. I mean, Kerala has a wonderful history. Uh, that was the only state where we have 100% literacy. We learned that when we were in high school, like I'm talking about in 70s, that
Oh,
we have a one state in India which has 100% literacy rate.
yes, yes,
So
yes. Where are you, sir, living?
I am in USA.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
yeah, so in this meeting there are two of us from outside India, myself and Himansu. Himansu is my next door neighbor from Canada.
Oh, oh,
And I am very close to New York City,
oh, very
Princeton,
nice.
New Jersey. Yeah.
How long have you been living in USA?
Oh, I have been living since '83. So how much that will be? 40 years, uh,
Oh,
almost. Yeah, yeah, 40 years in this country now.
oh, your accent with very different because you are using every time in English.
Unfortunately, most of the time in the daytime you have to speak in English. Only when I'm at home, then I speak Hindi with my
Oh,
family, my wife, and my son. My
oh,
son, he is born and raised here, so he speaks. His English is his native language, but he speaks a little bit Hindi. So we try to enforce that he doesn't forget it. So, but half the time he replies in English. But we still try to keep myself and his mom. We try to speak to him in Hindi as much as possibly we can.
oh, yes, yes,
To
very nice.
yeah, otherwise he will not speak. I mean, just like you all have to try hard to
They are thinking speaking Hindi very difficult.
yes,
Your son.
yes, for him, of course, because it is not your native language, just like English is not our native language.
Yes, 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 yes. Our speaking little bit understood, native speakers talking at the time I couldn't understand some words. That is very uh, uh, different.
Yeah, that is natural, and my English is pretty much like English, right? Half Hindi, and so if you come to like country like United States, where you have people from so many countries, that is a
Ah,
good thing about. um, you will get used to listening to different pronunciations,
yes,
even it from people from India. We also have a little bit of a different way of speaking English.
yes, yes.
I see that. And then of course, if Chinese are speaking, their English is different. If you people are from Arabian countries, they are different. Of course, Europeans don't we think that normally Europeans are speaking English all the time. That's not true. There are many
Okay.
Europeans, they are just like us, like Italians, they cannot speak English. You can easily catch that, or East Europeans, English, they are not very proficient in speaking, and they also are just like us. We are trying to learn. They keep learning, keep learning.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it is universal everywhere. Good thing is that English has become a linked language, and I think very common everywhere. You can get by with whatever English we know. So, and it is a kind of second language everywhere. So this gives English advantage that anywhere you can communicate at least basic thing. And you guys are doing very well. You guys have grammar under control, vocabulary under control. All you have to pick up is the Western pronunciation, and that will come with time.
yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Hi,
So
Suresh.
Amarnath sir,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was I was about to say. So, Suresh, you
Yes,
said
sir.
your
Yes, sir.
profession is photographer,
Yes,
photography, correct?
yes.
So how long you been in this business?
I have been doing this business for 7 years.
Okay. So
Nowadays,
do you have your profile? Yeah, ID.
please.
No. So do you have any your website, any Instagram page, anything?
I have Facebook, Suresh Sagar.
Suresh Sagar. So
Yes,
where you
yes,
used to post? Okay.
yes.
So I was just trying to figure out if you have your business presence in the social media or not.
I usually use Facebook. I have many friends. I continuously use Facebook. After then, get many chances to attend many functions. That's also. I didn't go advanced level to advertisement. I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay. So you said you are a photographer, correct? So
Yes,
you professional photographer or hobby?
yes, yes. Professional. I am running a office.
You running a office, you have a team, and
Yes,
you all cover the event, wedding, all
yes,
sort of couples. Yeah. So
yes,
you
sir. Yes,
guys,
sir.
so definitely correct. So when you do that, that means how much time you spend correcting a face of the bride,
I
facing
a function. I will be spend 3 hours or 4 hours continuously take photo. I want to good photography to take good pictures, and complete functions will be finished 4 hours.
so usually you do the overshoot. If the event is 3 to 4 hour, you usually come back by
Ah,
2,000 to 3,000 photo clicked, right?
yes, 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 yes. You are correct.
By default, and you go back and give it to client around 200 photo.
Yes, yes, yes. After that, selected photo will be put the albums.
So what was the what is the percentage of outcome? Like you shoot 3,000 photo and you given to the client 300. That means only 10%.
Yes, 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 yes. I will give him a pen drive. After that, they will select. They select the photo. I will make the album designing. That's all. A very good,
Correct.
wonderful photo. After that, choose my customers. I will put the album. After that, book type of the album making here a very good interest to people.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So so why I was discussing this because I know photography is an art and every art required a lots of patience and
Yes,
hard work.
yes,
You
yes, yes.
do you as you all hear that he spent 3 to 4 hours clicking the picture,
Yes.
and Once the event is done, I am damn sure he will be over with the 3000. Every hour is around 750, 700 photo click if continuous shooting is going on. So what I'm trying to say is
Ah,
you all can see how much effort he put on that in order to get the 10% result of whole work. 3 to 4 hour
yes.
or 4 hour photo shoot, and then after, I'm damn sure, although it's a 10% of the photo, he spent another 4 hour to 6 hour just to refine, do the selection, editing, talking to the client, sharing with him a whole photo and asking them to select the favorite one, and then he interact with him again back, then client say, then he edit all those pictures. So total is around 10 hour roughly.
6 days, 6 days continuously I do the works, editing and designing. After that, I will give the customers. Only 6 days. That's enough. All
6 days.
functions make the time.
Okay. So yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
what I was trying to here, trying to summarize here is, you see, there's lot of effort goes in order to get the best outcome. Okay. So Suresh is a
Yes.
professional, but if, sorry,
Okay, sir.
yeah, yeah. So I was trying to say similar thing will happen in English language and communication as well. Don't try to be best of the best. Time will make you, but for the time being, we need to put lot of effort, and all whatever effort you will put, you will get end of the day only 10% to 15%, and be happy with that and try next time again, next time again. So next time would be, the outcome would be 20%. After that the outcome would be 30%. So I think in next session onwards we can talk about everyone work, how you do, and just explain, you guys speak about your work, what you do whole day, how you deal, how was your day, and you can speak about any story whatever happened in your day job. That would be the great, because you guys are already familiarized with those, and it would be easy to convey.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I will do my level best. Thank you
And
very much,
Suresh, I
sir.
will connect with you. I will connect with you. You can ping me on a WhatsApp. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
So Himanshu sir,
Yeah. Hello.
so so in Canada, you are as a working professional, or how it is? How you went there?
Professional. Professional means, do you want to know what I do here for the
Yes, yes,
my?
yes, yes, yes.
So I am
Slack.
a software developer.
Okay, okay,
I
okay,
am a software developer. Monday to Friday, I write the code.
okay,
Saturday, Sunday, two Saturday, Sunday, I go and shoot the professional wedding and professional event.
okay,
And 1 or 2 week I spend time with my family. So I'm a photographer too. That's
okay,
why I
okay,
understand the whole stuff very well.
okay, okay.
And I know how much effort required in order to see that beauty face, bride or woman. It's required a lot of effort and lot of patience to sit down and look the color. So that's why I can connect with the Suresh, and I was trying to convey that it's everything. If wherever you try to work hard, uh, you will get the very good outcome. It will take some time,
Right, sir.
initially takes harder. So my photography channel name is called, my not channel, is a website name is Ek Kadam Aur, one more step.
Mm.
Good
So
initiative, sir. Good.
ekkadamaur.com. So so the hard part is, I used to say that common sense is not so common in a common people, because there's a difference. There's a difference. Whoever is a more experienced, he will be very polite, very down to earth, and very, and whoever have the little knowledge, he will be very arrogant, very show offing and all those things. So it's like that. So that's what I was trying to say. Just keep trying, keep trying, keep trying.
Okay.
First time takes much, much, much harder. First, as I said last time also, it's very simple. It's just our mind game. If you used to do the brush every day, but if you try tomorrow doing the brush with your left hand side, left hand, through left hand rather than right hand, your mind will resist you. It will say, "Why you are doing? Don't do it." Mind will
Correct.
come with the
Right. Comfort.
so
Mhm.
many question arc, why you are doing so many excuse, your mind will give you to don't do it. Okay, because it is not comfortable to the mind. My son is speaking English. I try to say speak in Hindi. He starts saying some Hindi, but he has the same similar problem what we used to and you guys have. So it's just a mind game. We need to teach mind, guys. You don't have any choice. You have to. It is good. And as a human being, what I have observed is our brain like the short rewards rather than long rewards. Watching movie give you happiness right away. That's why you like. If I ask my kid, go and study, he will say, Papa, it's too boring. I tell you,
Yeah.
that's the one line he will say right away.
Yeah.
Papa, it's too boring. So I need to, and we need to look out, okay, how to make it entertainment. So that's similar thing. So just look, these things are very common, but very hard to observe. What I have noticed in my life so far. So so whenever you see where you are trying to study and you are not able to concentrate on the learning and not able to focus what's supposed to be get it done, just think about the brush. You are trying to brush your teeth and clean your teeth with the left hand and your brain is stopping you. Now you need to think how to just consistent. Half an hour consistency is enough for the for 6 months would be enough for you to be very fluent in speaking English. Yeah, that's it.
Right, sir.
Sir, good morning, all of you, sir.
Morning.
Yes, actually, yeah, I listen carefully of Himanshu, sir. Actually, he also previous joined the classes and also guide us so many things. But right now, I am also doing um, this path, and also I have read out the books as well as watched the newspaper. But right now, I am a little bit improvement our side. I have speak a little bit to our customer care. When I talk with customer care and I have select the English, then I have talked with them and talk with her also, and like I as well as deliver our message and convey also. So as well as Amarnath sir is also joined previous classes. I have listened carefully and do some work, all things. I have joined on daily due to some work. I am unable to join on time. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
That's good.
So, Himanshu sir, after completing your education in India, you went Canada for job. How it is you are settled in that like country, or you went for
So
that study first like Amarnath sir, then you went for the job and settle out. How it is? So, if you explain more details, so I curious to know about that, sir.
okay, I can. So actually, I have did bachelor first, then I went for the master. So while doing bachelor, I noticed that master is expensive. So I joined one insurance company as a part time to earn the money. While it's a very tough job to be honest, but very easy to get. Two things, huh? Tough to sell the product, but very easy to get hired. And it's a part time.
Okay.
So so yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. If you die the coin, and if you ask for the tail, you also need to take the head. We'll talk about that later. So then after finishing master, uh, there was a bank in US, Lehman Brothers got bankrupt. There's another movie on the Netflix on that, and there was no job in the market. Market was in a chaos in terms of recession. You know that in recession nobody wants to hire. Specifically, nobody wants to hire a fresher. And I was fresher. Then what I have done is there was a one teacher who came to our college, and he was trying to teach us the language called Java, and he was very good in his teaching and knowledge level. So I said, you are too good, but you don't have your website. So I have said, why not? I can make your website. I mean, it was free. So I started working with him, and I made the website for him. And then after he started giving me more business, and then I started my career. After that, he asked me to join one company as a his client, his vendor sort of, and I started my career from a startup company. I spent then after I thought, okay, the startup is enough because you need to work day and night. And then after I joined HSBC Bank as a software developer, and I've been there for around 10 years. And then there was an HSBC wants to expand their one of the application in Canada region because they don't had any presence. So they asked
HSBC,
me,
right?
could you please HSBC. So
Okay.
others to you go there and spend the team and build the whole project and do the re-engineering. I already been multiple places in the past through the bank. So I said, okay, no problem. And anyways, it's a lucrative for an Indian going there for 3 years. It's a good news, correct? Every Indians, because we
Right.
live in different world. Okay, on side more reputations, inside not much. So we is social also, correct? So I said, okay, why not? And I came here through bank arranged everything for me, lawyer, all visa and everything. And after that I started working here, and later on I took the PR, which is required you to work here more than if you want to work more than 3 years, and if you want to work for you want to open for other IT companies. So that's the story in long term, in short term.
Because right now I'm also working ICC banks, and I wish to visit, like all over world, or I have curious, like the keen to know that how we can went different companies to understand their, cultural things. So I don't know, working in ICC bank will it is possible for me to visit? I don't know. So as per your,
No, no, it's
like
not your bag. I'll tell you. Before sleeping, before when you go for a bed, before sleeping, think about it where you want to go. Okay,
uh,
your unconscious mind will resolve that word. Uh, Believe me. And then after, when you will be in the market, your unconscious mind, when you drive the bike, your mind learn that. Although you are talking to someone, if something comes in front of you, you automatically push the brake. Similar thing will happen. You will be in the market always have the opportunity, and your unconscious mind will be trying to listen that, because you always say your unconscious mind, I want to go there, I want to go there, whatever. So wherever he unconscious mind will find out, okay, there is an opportunity, you mind will trick or put you on that attention, and then you will be called for that. I will say in
right, right.
HSBC there are
So I need to
5 lakhs
modify
people.
my profile in global, like a company, right? Like
Everything
HSBC as
everything
well as Standard
doesn't
Charter.
matter. I'll tell you, one of my he's also Jhaji
Okay,
Mathli,
okay,
and
okay, okay,
he's a senior general manager in ICICI Bank in Canada.
okay.
Amarnath Jha. If you are in ICICI Bank, search his name, Amarnath Jha. So it's not like that. You can get an opportunity wherever you are. Just कहते हैं ना वो हिंदी में,
Okay.
इतनी शिद्दत से चाहो कि कुछ तो ऐसा डायलॉग है. So similar,
हाँ,
you
किसी
will
चीज
get.
चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसको मिलाने की जरूरत पड़ती है, some kind of
तो
thing.
वो अपने आप अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाता है. मेरी अचीव, so in my bank also there were so many people. Okay, And there was something, and I got called up on that because I was interested to go there, like that, similar. So like that. Sorry, I think Amarnath sir can add more, but
Oh, I think you said it. All I want to little bit say differently, little bit that in India, especially coming from the area where we come from, we always like to have kind of safe path we want to take. Like for example, government job is the best job, and then because it's safest job that whatever it is, and we always want to have security, and then we take a little bit of risk. That is one way of exploring the world or career, different career. Another way is that take a little more risk. For example, some of you are very young, and it is very common in this country also and in India also that people will work for 5 years and then come for master's PhD in the Western world. I did the same thing. I was working in the Bihar government. I was an assistant engineer. I could have my all the friends recently they all retired as a executive or um, superintending engineer in Bihar government. And I was talking one day to Sanjay Jha, who happens to be a minister for irrigation right now. So I told him that I used to be in the same secretariat where you are right now, the minister. But then I decided that no, uh, it was a very uh, slow job, I should call it, and I was not very happy. And then I said that I need to make a move, and that's how I came for my masters, and then he told you the story what happens in this side of the world. You have to struggle. It's not easy, but everything falls in place. I mean, if you somehow you come to country, for example USA or Canada, for doing a master's degree, and if you want to stay here, you can easily stay. And there is always ways to do that one. So that is one
So,
way
Amarnath sir, for master degree,
for
we need to prepare for that for monetary exam, right?
well, you have to prepare. That's why I say that it is 4 or 5 years. Basically, rules are still the same. What happens in this country? Suppose if you are other than MBA, engineering field or science field, normally if you come, uh, there is 25% chance that they will give you assistantship or some kind of scholarship right in India. But in many cases, what happens is that they don't give. But after a semester, easily you get something in university, which is good enough to survive for your expenses. For example, when
Okay.
I came to this country, four of us were living in an apartment, two-bedroom apartment, two students in each room, and basically, uh, we were getting like I'm talking about in 80s, it was like $800 was the income, and we used to pull together. So basically, you can call it that there was 8 times 4, $2,400 coming in the, and that would cover the food we used to cook together, had the common apartment, and we are living very close to university, so that you don't need any vehicle or anything like that. And then that's how you manage. And then once you finish your masters, just like I mean,
Okay.
he has been to many places, he can tell you that, for example, in India, what is the salary of the software engineer? There is kind of a band, right? Even if after you 5 to 10 years, you will be there for long time. But if you make a jump on this side, you have to struggle for, let's call it, 5 years in India, another 5 years in this country, 10 years. But then after that, you can easily make a big jump in salary and other stuff, which you can never see that for a common engineer in India. So that is another. but you have to have it's all very personal. You have to have that desire, that what you want to do. If you don't have a desire, then that doesn't work. Because I tell you another example. uh, when I was working for the Bihar government, I was trying to come to United States, so I was doing the test and all that. I was looking for any opportunity. If I know anybody who has a relative in America, I would like to
Okay. Okay.
meet them and talk to them, just like you are trying to talk to us right now, or me. And
Right. Right. Right.
yeah, same thing. Because uh, so I was at the receiving end, and my couple of friends in Patna, their brothers were in this country. So what happened is that they were waiting, like brothers. They can invite their parents and brothers and sisters to come. That is called like naturalized immigration process they have. That you can call your spouse. That is the very easy one, or children, or mom and dad and your brother and sister. That's all you can do in America. I don't know how it is in Canada. Himanshu can tell you better. But here you can do that one. But there is a queue. It takes a long time. So what happened? The the two friends who were in Patna working with me in secretariat, we all used to come, and government job, there is no enough job. So we used to kind of hang out, hold along. We have maybe our job in a day to do if we are lucky. Otherwise, there is no job to do. Just you pass
Okay.
around and have several cups of tea. That's all we used to do, right? And so I got bored, so I started this one. But they, luckily, they had their own side businesses. They were from the rich, affluent business classes, so they used to come for a couple of hours and then they go back to help their family business. They had the shops and all that. And so when their brother sponsored them, in the meantime, it was like in 80s. I came here in 83, and I'm talking you that 79 to 83. I was in Patna that time. And so I came, I finished my master, then I went to teach in a college. I taught in a college for 3 years, also in this country. So 3 plus 2, 5 years. Then I joined IBM in 88, and I think I was there for a couple of years. Maybe it was 1990. Then one day I get a phone call from one of my that friend whose brother has sponsored him. So look at it. In the 10 years, what was my path? I just came here, America, did my things, and now I'm working for finally for the engineering job in IBM. And I was not a software engineer. It was like I'm electronics engineer, so I was in that field. And now my friend comes from Patna to here, and he directly comes on what we call it green card. So he can work anywhere he wants. But now if he goes to find a work, he cannot get a job of engineer. He has to get a job of a technician or anything. So I told him that, look, in this country, this is very normal. That when we come from India, Indian degrees doesn't go too far. You have to have a degree in this country, and so go and do the masters, and then you'll be starting your career fresh again. And he thought about it for 6 months, and he said, Jaji, oh my gosh, it's too much of pain now to do all this thing. I can understand. I'm going back. I
Okay.
I'm fine there, in Patna. And exactly the other friend, he also did the same thing. His brother also sponsored after a year or two, and they went back. So the point I'm trying to make is that it has to be a desire. If you have a desire, you will make your way. You can figure it out, and there are different options. You can come by becoming a student in Canada. I heard, Himanshu, that there is a way there that you can even apply for. Maybe you can tell them better that directly you can apply and you can be in the queue for the job. Can you explain to them a little bit about that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we do have an option opportunity in terms of express visa, that called as express visa, because Canada does not have sufficient manpower to run the country, to be honest.
Yeah.
And we are like whoever were working here, all of them almost 55% people are going to be retire this and next year. So that workforce needs to be fulfilled. So Canadian government uh, extended the express visa time. So next 2 year they are going to hire, uh, not hire, give a visa, express visa up to around 5 to 10 lakh folks all over the world, whoever wants to come here. And under the express visa, there are some criteria which we can talk if anyone interested. So it required your degree, it required your age group, it required you need to pass one of the exam called IELTS or CELPIP in order to fulfill that you know English and you will be able to speak here fluently without any challenge. Okay. and and your degree, that's it. And then after you can apply from India itself. I can give you the full guidance. I know how, because I did the same way. On There was only differences. I was Canadian experience class, you will have a uh, outsider experience class. That's the only difference. And being in a Canada and working and then applying, you will get 15 point extra. And being there, you will lose 15 point, but that's not a big deal at all. So there's a complete process. You can apply. It is far easier than US.
Yeah,
So
you.
Now,
country, only one thing you want to need to know that like a country to in the country to in for foreign job, like Canada will be best, right? Easy, easy, I'd say.
Yeah, right now Canada is the best for reason is that United States, if you want to come, you will have to do the first the masters. There is no other way out. Like, but Canada is accepting people like from different experiences, because like Himanshu said, there is a shortage of people there, and they are a huge country. I mean, if you look at the Canadian map, uh, it's huge country, so they need a lot more people. So this is a good opportunity right now there, that they are saying walk in. If you want to settle, you have to have a desire that you want to settle in foreign country, in Canada. Then it is a good opportunity to apply there. Like Himanshu can guide you how it is, and then you guys have experience in banking or different professions. You will get all the point, and then maybe in a year or something he can explain better when your turn hopefully will come, how much time it will take, and then you come, and then you build the connection. You slowly start finding your own way. Just like once you are there, you can jump from one job to another. Nobody stays in this side of the world forever with your one company. So you can you can explore those paths too.
yes. Yeah. So one of my friend, what he does is he was in Singapore and he wanted to come here. So he joined the course here, and out of 4 semester, he did just 2 semester, and after that he got the PR, and he left the course right away there because his purpose was fulfilled. So so
Yeah,
yes, if you want, there are jugaad, no doubt. You
there are
can
no
come in.
jugaad. I mean, there is always jugaad. So, like you asked about the financial part, little bit save the money, and then uh, on the campus. Suppose if you come as a student, and there is a job also on the campus, so they allow you to work a little bit, and you can, like my one of my nieces right now doing masters in Canada, and basically she gets some money from university work, and then she has also been starting, I think, working outside. So after
Yeah,
first semester, you can easily find enough finance to support yourself.
we have all the student here. They do the job as well as they do the study. So
Yeah.
they start earning from the a month after they
Yeah.
land here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
that's the reality. It's all depend upon everyone capacity and everyone needs. If somebody is already getting all the expenses covered by their family and friends, they might prefer to study, focus more on study. But if somebody is struggling and don't want to give a more hard time to their family friends from the finances, they start working.
Yeah.
So we
So
do have
Himanshu
lot of
sir,
work here.
like a person who is coming in Canada first for master, then job, and person who having experience coming Canada for only job. So the package would be
So
different, right?
as if you hear Amarnath sir clearly, whoever come first, they always start their life um, uh, from the bottom, okay, from the initial. Whatever you have the experience in India or anywhere else, it will not count until you have some time of experience in local country side, like Canadian experience, like this. Yeah. And the second thing is, whoever do the master, it does not matter in Canada. If you pass out from the master, you will have the same package. Definitely, if you get placed in a big firm, you will have really better a package than the average market. But if not, then you will also have the same package as anybody come first time and start.
And also keep in mind that in the Western world, it is not like India that, number of years based on that your promotion and salary comes. Here it is purely on the basis of merit. So a young guy, say for example, you have a wonderful skill and you are surpassing me in the skill, they will promote you way faster to be on the top. That's why there are so many CEOs now you see in this country coming from India. So merit is highly respected. So once you come, you know the material already. You have experience in India. You can prove it that hey, you know how to solve the problem. Then your college degree will. What if you get hired? Then inside, even if you don't have a college degree, it's easy to move up because you have experience. You know how to solve the problem.
Okay. So Himanshu, sir, please guide us how we can at least prepare for that to
Sure.
get into
Yeah.
this thing. Then
Yeah,
Sure.
I would say that right now, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and United States. These are the four countries people from India are going for to settle down, and they are all English-speaking countries. But in all four, Canada is the best. And one more other thing which we haven't talked about is why I say Canada is the best. Canada has a wonderful health management system, and I know there are a lot of retirees from America, USA. They also try to go to Canada because here in this country, health insurance is private. So it's very expensive. And I think maybe someday Himanshu can explain a little better. I think now already it is too late today because you guys have to go back to work. But in Canada, it is a government control, but it's very good system. And everybody talks about how good system that is even in USA. So I tell you that health, uh, we all age, right? We keep deteriorating. So health system is wonderful in Canada. That's another good advantage Canada has over other countries.
Yeah, we will talk about that. There are some ground experience and then some definitely all expenses are free, but the challenge here is the waiting time. Suppose you
Yes.
have any operation need to be done, like for cancer, all the expense will be zero, but you will get your number after months. So it varies. Okay. First thing, previously it was far better because there was less audience. They have grown the folks, but they haven't grown the hospitals. And the
Mm,
whole hospital, whole medical system is controlled by government of Canada, not by anyone else. There is no privatization there.
mm,
Everything is government owned and managed. So, and there's another thing is, like I'll say, my wife had an leg fractures, and we went to the emergency, and emergency took 8 hours to look after. because there are so many folks, until there's a blood bleeding or you are about to die, they will not treat you as an emergency. They will take 8 hour, your number, the waste on the number comes. But if we'll be in the India or in US, yes, definitely we need to pay the money, or we might need to pay extra the money, but you will be get treated there. You don't need to serve with the pain. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying. Every coin have a head and tail. And when you want, you will
Okay.
have both.
Yeah,
You don't need to pay, but you need to wait, because
yeah,
this is a government company. No privatization, no priority. You have
yeah,
to be in a secure in a queue. Yeah. And that queue is very well managed. We all have a family doctor here. So if you don't have need to pay, and money is come into the health system, you are not getting oversubscribed in terms of medicine, oversubscribed in terms of anything. So that's safe. That's a good part, because in India, we are sick, everybody will be the doctor. Okay, take the paracetamol, take this, take that, and take this. Honestly, in Canada, I rarely, in India I used to take the medicine, but in Canada, God grace, for last 5 years, I have taken 0.001% of what I used to take in India. Okay. So very rarely I took the paracetamol or any medicine. So that's good part. Nature is very good here. Geographically, location is too big. Lots of water, natural water, lots of plant. People take care. We Indian are very good, but we miss the discipline. They all have the discipline follow. If they took their dog outside to walk and dog do the sit, they take that sit in the carry in the bag and they put it back into the right place. In
yeah,
India, we don't do. So
yeah,
I'm just trying. So there's a culture difference. There is
yeah.
a so these all things is the good. Life is an experience. We should be taking experience in everywhere, so we'll able to figure out, okay, what is good and what is bad. So yes, it's a coin. Coin will have head and tail both.
Yeah.
Always accept it. US has a very good thing. You will have lots of good salary, where you will find everything is cheap. In Canada, everything is not that cheap. The currency value is also low. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to suggest. Both,
Yeah,
everything is there, but those are not that important. Important is what you make you, what thing makes you happy, and what you
exactly.
wish. That's
Yeah,
focus on that.
yeah. I mean, we have given them all kind of examples that
Yes.
my struggle and my friends' struggle, and yeah, how is the life in this country versus United Canada. So, I mean, there are different flavors. You have to um, judge yourself which suits you, and then take a little bit of risk in the life because we have only one life to live. So, whatever makes you happy, just go after it. I guess it's
Yes.
8:52 now. I
Yeah.
mean, sorry, almost time to
Yeah.
go, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Amarnath sir. Thank you so much, Himanshu sir, to sharing all the experience,
All right,
live experience which you
sure.
had.
Yeah. Okay, we'll meet again. Okay, bye now.
See
Sure,
you.
sure,
Bye
sure, sure,
Bye.
bye.
sure, sure.
Bye
Thank you so much,
everybody.
Himanshu. Thank you, Amarnath. Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Take care.